All right. Hello, folks. How the hell are we? Today is December 6th, 2022. It is a Tuesday, and I am here alone recording this. You're just getting me right now. I have a lot on my chest, too, because we haven't recorded a show since, before Thanksgiving. Let me start there. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy belated Thanksgiving. Like I said, today's December 6th, so we're a couple weeks behind on that, but hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Is Thanksgiving one of those holidays where you have to say happy holidays? You know what I mean? Like Christmas, because they got the Hanukkah, they got the Kwanzaa, they got all that stuff. Is Thanksgiving one of those ones, or are you safe by saying happy Thanksgiving? I'm not too sure about that. Either way, I hope it was a good one for you. Mine was great. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. Let's get into some stuff that has happened since we last talked. One of the main stories that, I don't know, I want to say pissed me off. It just kind of grabbed my attention, and I was like, it left a bad taste in my mouth. That's a really good way to put it. It left a really bad taste in my mouth, and that was the comments made by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla. The C's played, I think it was Miami at home? I don't know, whatever. They had a home game, and Kate Middleton and Prince Harry were there. Members of the royal family were in attendance at the Celtics game. Kind of a big deal for some people, not a big deal for most. Most people don't give a fuck about the Royals. I am very much aware of that, and that includes me, by the way. I couldn't care less. Don't even really know them. I know Meghan Markle. That's the only one I like, because I like Suits. I like the show, and she's hot. But I like Meghan Markle. But she isn't even in the royal family anymore, so I don't even know if she counts. Either way, I don't give a fuck about that family. I don't know what they do. I don't know their influence. I literally do not know what the king and queen did. I know that they used to be in charge and all that. I have no idea what their role is now in today's society. Or even 20 years ago, 150. Don't know. No idea. I don't know shit about the royal family. What I do know is when someone is being an asshole. I specialize in that. This guy, Joe Mazzulla, was an asshole on Friday night. Was a complete asshole on Friday night. This is what he gets at. He gets asked a question. A very simple question by a reporter, and he embarrasses the reporter. He mocks the reporter. He embarrasses the royal family. Not that I care, but he does. He mocks the royal family, pretends like he has no idea who they are, and brings up his royal family. Let me play it for you.
Yes, meet with the royal family, and if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one. Thank you.
We all agree he's pretending, right? He's pretending like he has no idea that the royals were there or even who the royals are, despite his owner, Wick Grossbeck, was sitting with the royal family right across from him. I'm sure they showed it on the screen a million times. You don't think every female in that fucking audience went nuts for Kate Middleton? It's just I hate people who pretend like they don't know. He did two things that pissed me off the most here. This is why I was so mad. He did the two things that I hate the most. A, he pretended like he didn't know what somebody was talking about when he clearly does. And B, he brought up religion. Come on. Dude, nobody brought religion into this. No, there wasn't nothing to do with religion at all. You had to say, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about because I didn't see Jesus, Mary, and Joseph here in the building. Did you see the big J? To bring me Kate Middleton. I answer to Jesus. Do you know that? Okay? You want to go? Maybe bring Mary in here and we'll talk, but no. Not Kate Middleton, Prince Harry. Please. I mean, seriously, the guy sounds like such an egotistical prick. No, I believe in my royal family, okay, folks? Let me tell you about the royal family. Sit down. Buckle up. I hate this guy. Sounds like such an asshole. I like playing in front of everybody here in Boston. It's a fun time. We have a lot of different people that roll in here. We appreciate all the support. That hard? Was it that hard? I just did that off the top of my head. I'm not even a PR guy. I hate this new coach. I really do. I hate him. I hope the Celtics lose every fucking game. Obviously not, but I think they're rolling too. They're like 20-4 or something, right? They're balling right now. They're rolling. I won't bore you with the Celts takes, but what else we got? What the hell else do we have? The Case podcast the new episode is, or the new season is out. If you don't know what the case is, it's Kirk Minahan's true crime series. He investigates that. Last time he solved a murder. He literally solved a murder. So high expectations for this one. And if you're from Mass or even New England, it hits home locally because it sounds like there's some sketchy business going on with a couple of police departments. I'll leave it at that. Please check it out, though. I think episode 2 just came out today here on Tuesday as I'm talking to you. So please check that out. KMS has been great. The show has been rolling. Cullinane is a complete orangutan behind the glass. Total moron. The fact that he didn't think he had to reach out to Portnoy or Portnoy's people for Dave going on the show, for El Prez going on Kirk Minahan's show, KMS. What's your job, Dave? What is Dave's job if not that? They don't really do a lot of editing. It's from what it sounds like. You know, with the regular show, obviously in the case that's different. But they don't do a ton of editing. They don't do that many like wacky bits with sound or anything like what does Dave do on a day-to-day basis? He never tweets from the show account. I get it if it's like, if it's Greg Puller coming in, yeah, you don't have to text him or reach out to him or, double confirm with him. But if it's like kind of a bit, Dave, you don't think Dave Portnoy is probably a little busy? You know what I mean? It's just so funny. His reaction when he got criticized during the live show was hysterical. What? Me? What are you talking about? Why would I have? Well, I mean, you did that 3 months ago. Yes, 3 months ago, dude. Like, it's great. Oh, I love Cullinane. He's such a moron. He's such a dope. What else has been going on with Kirk's? Let me think. What the hell else has been going on with Kirk's show? Rico Bosco. He's been great. I've been a fan of Rico Bosco since the phone calls. I swear to God, I used to listen to that Pick'em show whenever it started. That was when I was really into college football. I think it was like 2013. Like senior year of high school, that time range. And I was listening to the college football Pick'em show that Portnoy and Big Cat hosted. I think it was like, I forget his system, but it was hysterical. He had all these different rules for like when to bet a certain team, and it had to do with their conferences. And if they came off a lot, he had a whole system going down, and it was just crazy. He'd have these crazy rants and freak out. He was hysterical back then, and I love his calls into KMS. I love his ridiculous, because sometimes it's a little much, of course, but that's what makes it funny. The ones that hit are hysterical, and the ones that are so bad that, you're basically like, when's this over? It ends up being funny by the time it ends. I don't know, at least to me it is. I shout out Rico Bosco. I like Rico. I think him and Kirk are a good mix. Now, they're both two psychopaths, two insane lunatics. So that'll end bad. I'm with Portnoy when saying that I'm surprised their relationship, or I'm not surprised it's going well, but if I had to pick, will it end good or bad? It'll end really bad. Really bad. I won't try to manifest that. Let me see. What else? What else do we have here? Oh my God. Menners. Menners is a horn dog, dude. I'm sorry. Menners sounded like a friggin' serial killer on his latest episode of Minifandom. He had Lauren from Twitter on, KMS Lore. Minifan Lore. You know who it is. If you're on the Twitter, you're in the KMS world. You know who she is. Very nice lady. Menners the horny police got to be circling his block by now. This guy, at one point, I think he asked to see her breast or something along the lines. He said, can I see your left breast? Something like that. And are you studying pictures? This guy, man, I don't know what's going on with Menners, man. I'm a Menners guy. I'll say it. I'm a Menners guy. I love Menners, but he was a horn dog in that episode. Horn dog Menners.
I wish I could have taken you, Lauren. I really do.
It's okay.
No, I really do wish I could have. Anyway.
Do you hear the fear in her voice? No, it's okay. Yeah, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not. It's not okay. Because if Menners lived in the United States, just say he lived across the world, like say he lived in California. I know he lives in Australia, allegedly. I know he lives there. But if Menners lived, just say on the West Coast, if I was Lauren, I would make sure I have Simply Safe. I have a gun, a loud dog. You don't know what this man's capable of. I'm telling you, he's persistent. But that's if Manners lived in the United States. He doesn't. He lives in Australia, again, allegedly, but you don't have to worry about that. You're all right in that end. But him saying, no, I wish I could have taken you. I want to throw up. Jesus, Manners, relax. It's 2022, man. Relax. Caught up in the 90s. The slap ass era. You can't do that anymore. I feel bad for Manners, the people who work for Manners. Can you imagine? Like being like a server there or a bartender? Manners yelling at you? Oh my God. All right, Manners, just please keep it in your pants. Lauren, lock the doors. I'm trying to think what else on the... No, there's not too much else on the KMS stuff. These solo shows aren't going to be too long either, so don't expect some like 45-minute podcast. You're going to probably get about 20 minutes each solo show. NFL. I'll hit you with some NFL stuff. The Bucs last night. Holy Toledo. One of the worst football games I've ever watched for 3.5 quarters. Even more than that. Right up until 2 minutes. The Bucs got the ball back with, 4 minutes left. Down 13 points. Went right down the field and scored. Went right down the field. Stopped them. Went right down the field and scored. Game over. See you later. The most improbable Tom Brady comeback I've ever seen. Other than probably 28-3. Any other comeback, I at least would give the Patriots usually or the Bucs a chance because you always got Brady, you got the skill players, they're always on the same page, or like, yeah, he's got a couple of guys he can get on this. Nobody. Him and there's other than that running back, Rashad White, and Chris Godwin, I would say, I guess, but he's still recovering, or he's still coming back from injury. He's not on the same page with anybody on that team. Maybe Rashad White, I'll give you the running back. They've been really good. He's looked like a James White, a Shane Vereen, Kevin Falk, if you're a Patriot. People don't think I know the Patriots. Give me a break. But no, Brady, it was tough to watch. The Bucs have been awful. 6-6, top of the division. They'll probably make the playoffs, but I don't have high hopes for as far as contending for a Super Bowl. Not this year. Patriots are our nightmare. You glad you got rid of Brady? You happy now? Look what you got. You're about to go into your third quarterback next year. Go from Cam Newton, Mac Jones, and who starts next year? Is it Mac Jones? You think Mac Jones is going to stay the starter? I don't. A lot of people are saying it's either the coaching staff changes as far as the coordinators or Jones leaves. I could see Jones leaving before the coaching staff admits that they're wrong. That's because that seems like that would be, right? He moves Patricia out of there, Joe Judge, and all that crap. Everybody knows what I'm talking about if you're a Patriots fan. It's been enjoyable to watch as somebody who's off that team. I watched the games, maybe not every game, but I've watched a lot of their games. Terrible product. Awful product. The Minnesota game on Thanksgiving was, I guess, pretty fun to watch because they scored some points and they were moving the ball. But, oh God, is that a terrible product most nights? I mean, you get 30 handoffs to Stevenson. Sure, he'll break one. He's fun to watch, but that's it. That's it. They're never, ever hitting a big play down the field. Mac Jones screaming at the coaches as if he's ever done anything. Although I don't blame him. The coaches are inept. He's got a special teams guy as his, quarterback's coach, and then as the offensive coach as a defensive guru. Oh my God! People are saying I made the wrong choice. The Bucs look like shit too, but at least the Bucs have a quarterback as their offensive coordinator or a former QB. You know what I mean? He stinks too, but at least he's a former QB. The fucking Pats. Oh God! People are finally seeing it. Yeah, it probably was a lot more to the player than the coaches. I think what you got to give Belichick credit for is the culture. And the discipline and knowing when to get rid of guys, getting rid of a guy a year too early rather than a year too late. Like you got to give him credit for that kind of stuff. And obviously his X's and O's, he's the best defensive coach ever. He's the best coach ever. But he's not some offensive savant in today's NFL. Come on. He's not Kyle Shanahan. He's not Mike McDaniel. It's none of these guys. These guys coach circles around him when it comes to scheming. Do you even see the Pats do anything when it comes to motion and shit? They don't do shit. I'm done breaking it down, but come on. They look like a nightmare. The World Cup, though, has been great for you soccer haters. People, I don't know how you can hate. I don't know how you can hate soccer. Before I became a Napoli fan, almost 3 years ago. I think this is my third season chasing a Scudetto. But before I became a Napoli guy, I was a casual soccer guy, but I never hated it. Even when I wasn't a big soccer fan, I never hated it. The people who just hate it to hate it because, it's boring. Well, what the fuck else are you going to watch at noon on a Tuesday? Like, this is the best part about soccer, especially Europe. It's on a different, it's on during the day throughout the week. It's perfect. Like, it's not on 7 o'clock. The MLS, you don't have to watch that, but like, it's not on ESPN Monday nights. Like, it's ridiculous. Why are people so mad about it? Why do you hate it so much? Okay, it's boring, sure. Yeah, but what else are you going to watch right now? Like, there's nothing else. I would rather watch a sport. Maybe that's why. I'm a big TV guy. I watch a lot of TV, this like series, Game of Thrones, House of Dragon. I'll check everything out. But if there's a live sport on, I'm watching that over a TV show 10 times out of 10. Even if it's a shitty game, bad, whatever. I like watching live events. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird. But I'll suffer through Jags, whoever, Jags, Jets. Although they're both pretty good this year. You know what I mean? Damn, my allergies are killing me, dude. Sorry. All right. Before we get out of here, what do we got? I gotta touch on this, right? We gotta touch on Kanye. Oh boy. I think I riled some people up. I put out a poll saying, do you think he actually believes what he's doing? Like his anti-Semitic rants and crap like that. Do you think he believes this, or do you think he's on some like mentally ill spiral? It could be both. Obviously, I'm not making fun of him for being mentally ill, but that guy's crazy. Like he's full on crazy. So I don't know if we can take what he's saying serious, but I also think he knows what he is saying is wrong. He's like, I just don't care. Like that sort of attitude towards it. Like, oh, you don't get it, man. Like you haven't read the books I've read. You haven't seen the movies. Okay. So you just don't get it. Like that's the attitude he has towards it. So I'm not saying anything he said is okay. It's awful. And he is a total scumbag for saying what he said. I'm just saying, I don't think he is like all there. So it's tough to decipher it. You know what I mean? Like he said some just terrible things, and his attitude towards it is like, oh, you guys don't, I'm misunderstood, when it's like, yeah, but you could be misunderstood and still be a complete fucking asshole psychopath, and that's kind of what it sounds like you are. Like, a lot of people are misunderstood. They're not fucking supporting Hitler. It's just weird. I don't know. The whole thing's really weird. I remember a few weeks ago, somebody was giving me grief, like, for listening to him when this first kind of started. I don't remember. It was a little bit of a slope and then a big downfall. But when he first started saying some stupid shit, I didn't really know what was happening. And I was kind of just like, oh, okay, Kanye's being an idiot, whatever. He's trying to sell music. I thought it was all like, an act. In an act, in a sense, like, not to cancel his own career, but to, I guess, like, stay relevant and to keep his name out there, and just to say, he's always been known for saying stupid shit and grabbing headlines. I thought that's what this was for a little while. Now, no, this guy's either completely fucking crazy or he's just like a Nazi. So it's A or B, and either way, I think we're getting to the point where if you're even associated with him, if you like him still, like you're kind of a little crazy. His music's great. At least some of the older stuff is great. I like some of the new stuff too, but some people don't. But geez, I mean, is it getting to the point where he's going to be like R. Kelly, where we can't play his music? Michael Jackson. And some people still play Michael. Right? I think so. I don't know, but crazy Kanye. Don't support him right now. Someone said to me though, this is so stupid. Someone said to me, don't give him a platform. I literally said, I typed back all caps, ha 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 ha, you're a fucking idiot. Me? Don't give Kanye West a platform? Do you know how stupid that sounds? Christ. All right. We'll talk to everybody soon. I think Christian's going to be back. I think we're going to do an episode on Thursday is what we were talking about. So we'll talk to you on Thursday. Hope you have a great rest of the next couple days. Take care.